Hey guys, Chris, Ironhead Garage. Well, it's been a little while since I made a video. Been a cold winter around here, I tell you. Got the heater burning over there. Hopefully you can hear me good. I think you can, but got my Oldsmobile rear end back from being all cut down and rebuilt. There it is. So we cut it down to 57.5 inches. Got it all sandblasted and painted up. New studs. New leaf spring purchase. Put the straps around it. Got new Ford big bearing ends on it. So I cut it down to 57.5. And that is, so when my tire is on there, that's as narrow as we could go. It'll be 3/4 of an inch from my leaf spring, my tire. Got new U-bolts for it. Had to buy 3-inch U-bolts, so I got those. It's got all new brake lines on it. It's got a drain plug in it. Welded a plate in there and put a an Allen bolt in it. You can see here, some guys will just run a bolt in here, but then when you go to jack it up, you'll be on that bolt, so now it's nice and flush. If you ever hit it on something or jacking it up, it'll be good. Got a new brake hose that'll fit. So I got new backing plates, well, good used backing plates, and these are Ford 11-inch backing plates with 2 1/4-inch shoes. Everything's brand new, all the full brake assembly, wheel cylinders. I bought a spring kit, and these backing plates went to the sandblaster too and got painted up. I got new U-bolt or U-joint clamps, bearing retainers, made in the USA, imagine that. So I got 2 sets of them though. These are a little thicker, not sure what size I'm going to use. So I got new brake lines with a gravel guard on there, just like my other rear end in my car. So look at that, Dutchman axles. It was like Christmas the other day. There's my new axles, cut to fit. So now I got a bigger stud on there. I got the 1/2-inch studs. The axles were cut to fit, 30% stronger than stock axles. Bring one of these guys over here. So that first one there on the top, that's a stock 55 Chevy axle. See how spindly it is down there? That must be where they bust. This is the stock Oldsmobile axle here. You can see it's got a bigger flange, bigger neck here on the axle than the 55. It's just a lot more beefier. So here's the Dutchman axle. It's got the same size flange. It's a little more beefier here than the stock Oldsmobile. It's like the stock Oldsmobile is a little bit thicker here, maybe not much, but the bearing or where the seal rides is bigger. And then the Oldsmobile chokes down, not as bad as the stock 55 axle, but it does choke down and get narrow here. And if you cut this, you can re-spline it. So on the Dutchman axle, it's thick all the way. So if you do cut these, you can re-spline them more. We had this spline, I think it's 3 inches on there. That was a custom application that my buddy had done. So it's got brand new bearings. Comes with a brand new bearings on there, pressed on the axles already. And I got brand new seals in there. These are the big bearing Ford housing ends we welded on there. It's the old school way to do it. Back in the day, they would do these straps around there so you can never get your housing spun. Perch break loose. Brand new seals on that end. We've test fitted the axles in, put clay on the end of them and poked them in there when we had the center section in. And there's plenty of room, they don't bottom out. So I got all new studs in the housing. So here's my center section. Look at this. Oh, holy grail. So the mesh pattern was like ideal on here when he set it up. It's kind of worn down a little bit, but the drive was hitting right in the center where it's supposed to. I don't know, kind of hard to see now. I've been spinning it a couple times. And then I believe this is the coast side, and it was right in the center on the coast side. So we got all new clutches on the inside. I bought the new clutch pack, and it's got all new bearings in there, Timken bearings, and it's got a new pinion seal. We painted it, well, my buddy painted it, the red oxide, just like it came stock back in the day. And there's a little plug here somewhere right there, that little baby freeze plug. That's where the oil goes through there and lubricates that pinion bearing in there. We sandblasted the yoke, or the pinion, and it's got clear on it. Made me a nice line there to check it just in case it ever comes loose. But yeah, she's sweet, man. This thing's about 100 pounds probably or more, it feels like. It's heavy. So, new brakes. Only thing I gotta buy is drums from Speedway, 11-inch drums. They run a 2 1/4 inch shoe. That's what I got there. And then the center for the axles are 2.77, I believe, for this center there of the Dutchman axle. And they come drilled for Ford or Chevy. So I got to order those. So that was pretty cool to have that all rebuilt. And that had the 342 gears in it. What else did I get? I think that's it for parts. We almost got everything except the drums. Then I can put it all together. But I am going to have to get a different drive line. The drive line I got in there now is 2.5 inches in diameter, and it's got the 1310 U-joints, and it's going to be too long. So if I chop the end off and make it the right length, it's still going to have that front U-joint that's small, the 1310. So I think I'm going to buy a 3-inch U-joint, or a 3-inch drive shaft, which will come with the 1350 U-joints in it. So that'll be a lot more beefier U-joints. And so moving my making that housing short like we did, that 57.5, I was having trouble once in a while of almost hitting my wheels. You guys remember I put that lift kit on here to try to get a little bit more space in there. So if you can see my wheels now, top part, I'm about 1 inch sticking out here. So I'll be 1.25 inches inside more, and maybe I can put that stock shackle back on there and squat this thing down in the ass end like I liked it, you know, like they look good, more squatted down in the ass. I hated putting those shackles on there and lifting her up, but never wanted the tire to hit. So that tire should be setting inside more, 1.25 inches more. So hopefully when it articulates, I'm pretty sure it just about tucks in there now. It'll tuck up in there. It won't never have a chance of hitting. So yeah. So, ain't made a video in a while. Figured I'd show you guys this. Gotta love that big old center section, man. That thing is a beast. And with all new brakes now, so these brakes, these are 70 to 71 LTD brakes. All the springs, the wheel cylinders, the shoes. So now in time, if I ever need anything, a wheel cylinder or a pair of brake shoes, or break a spring or anything, I can go right down there to O'Reilly's or wherever and buy new parts for this instead of trying to find them old Oldsmobile ones. And same with the drums too. Here's got this from Fabcraft when I ordered my my clutches for that POSI. Came with this good juice you put in there for POSI traction. You got to run this and some quality 80-90 weight oil. Had to buy new 1/2-inch studs or lug nuts for my new studs. Came with washers and everything. So I got tougher studs now instead of those 7/16 Chevy ones. So yeah, so that's my little project for the winter. So I just got to get on and order some drums. Everything's so darn expensive these days. And driveline drums are about, I think they're like 85 bucks a piece. Driveline's another 300 bucks. Yoke for my transmission to run 1350 U-joint, and another 75, 150 bucks or something. I gotta check them out. So yeah, so she's a cool car, and she's definitely worth all the money you can throw at it. That's what I say. We only live once. We gotta live happy. Do what you enjoy. Can't take that money with you. So figure I'd give you guys a little update. What's been going on. Well, I made some door cards for my interior. Just the patterns. There's a back one, and there's the door. So flip it over, you got the driver's side. Flip it the other way, you got the passenger side. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna use for them door cards and get some material and do those, but it's been so darn cold up here in the north. Just gotta try to stay warm and just enjoy yourself until springtime comes back around again and we get this bad girl out. Yeah, so I need to pinstripe something on the back of this housing. Maybe old school Olds or 9.3 Olds or something on the back of there. I think it'd be pretty cool looking. She's gonna have a fine looking rear end under her. You gotta like that. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna sit over here and figure out this rear end situation and work on her a little bit. You guys take care. We'll see you next time.